must be week one.
Yes,
It
sir.
must be week one. It
We
must
finally
be
made it.
week one. Oh man, how y'all doing out there? It is your boy D Hill. That is your guy D White, and we are the Dallas Duo. This is episode 8. It must be week one. Tampa Bay
All
on the
right.
schedule.
Yep.
Uh, please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Shouts out to the Three Man Weave YouTube channel for letting us utilize their platform.
Much appreciated.
You're here in the building. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
said, I am D Hill. You are.
This your boy D White. We back with another one, episode 8.
Yes, sir. And they last we talked, it was the training camp preview. We did a training
Mm-hmm.
camp preview,
Right.
and a lot of things have changed since the training camp
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
has
Definitely.
finished. Um, let's break down the roster. Let's break down the roster. Was there any
Right.
surprise? You had a surprise that made the roster for you?
Um. Let's see. Dennis Houston. I know he performed well at practice. Every year we got that one wide receiver. We like, oh man, he killing it at practice. Getting the preseason, you don't see much, and they end up, getting cut for making the practice squad. I'll be honest with you, I really ain't noticed him too much in the preseason, so I thought all that hype would have died off, but my man fought through it. But I know there's one position on the roster that he could have made it. It was wide receiver because we thin, so that kind of surprised me.
It must have been that they definitely had to value the practices really over the games.
Right.
When it came to let's say in particular in the offense, when it
Mm-hmm.
came in the offense, I don't really think that they was really utilizing the preseason as a tool to see what was really going on.
Right.
Other than I guess I say Tyler Smith. Other than for him, I feel
Hmm.
like it was. I mean, it was either you get exposed or that's
Right.
it. As we can
Right.
see, like Josh Ball definitely got exposed that he is trash.
Mm. He's not it, bro.
I'm
He's not
still
it.
holding out a little bit of hope because when we first saw Terrence Steele was one of the worst things that we've ever seen,
Yeah.
and he made a whole 180 when he came back, for a second season. He's
Right.
put in that work in the off season, and we thought we was gonna get that out of Josh Ball. We know he had a red shirt year. We was
Right.
expecting for him to go ahead and take that jump, and
Hmm.
he just didn't do it.
At
But
all,
when
bro.
but when you speak of a Dennis Houston, like I said, we've all we kept hearing out of each practice was Dennis Houston. Like he was
Right.
doing his damn job.
That's all I heard. Dak looking for Dennis Houston. Dak. I said, okay, let me see something then.
Let's
I
say
didn't.
so. But when we got to the preseason, who do we
Right.
see? We saw Brandon Smith actually making plays.
And he was doing his thing. Semafayoko was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So it's like, okay, hold on. What are we
Right.
really weighing here? And I
Right.
do know, I understand, like I said, the quarterback play really wasn't,
Right.
up to
True.
par, and some of the
Right.
offensive line play really wasn't up to par. So the receivers really couldn't actually showcase themselves,
Right.
the
Very true.
skills,
Very true.
But I'm not mad at Dennis Houston. Like I said, from day one
Right.
in camp, they spoke on his name
Hmm.
till the end of camp. So
To
at
the end
that
of camp.
point, like you say, what people like to see, they want to hear consistent things, they want to see a trend, and
Right.
that was the consistent trend. So him making the team, I'm happy that they actually allowed the undrafted free agent to actually make the team.
Right.
Would
Exactly.
would he have a role? Will he have a role in the regular season? I doubt it,
That
but
right. I doubt it. Doubt
I
it.
doubt it. But it's okay. I was um I was more so impressed with Israel McConnell.
Yes, sir. Hmm.
I think from year one to
Big
year
jump.
two, it's halfway been like looking kind of night and day.
Yeah, yeah. From this our point of view, looking as a fan from the outside in, it looked like day to me. Like he learned, he's comfortable in the offense. He know where he's supposed to be. He's playing fast and physical, man. That's what you look for in year one to year two.
And the fact that when we first started camp, they was not saying his name at all.
Right,
It was like, damn, is he out there? Like,
right.
what is he doing? Like
Is he out there?
for the first couple weeks, we didn't hear nothing about Israel. And then these
Not,
games started, and then like I said, he started playing. They started using him more in a different role.
mm-hmm.
They start utilizing his size, and I'm kind of thinking that he may actually have a role
Right.
in the actual defense during the regular season.
I believe it, man. I definitely believe that. It kind of remind me of, like was it about 3 years ago when Donovan Wilson had that awesome preseason. He let people put people on notice that like I can play, I'm here. It kind of remind not to that extent, he had a couple turnovers, but he let people know, put people on notice. So in thinking long term, Javon Curse only got a 2-year contract.
Hmm.
That could be, he just about the same size. He might need to, eat a little bit all season peanut butter, get a little more bulk on him. But another year or two, he could be that, he could be that replacement.
I think exactly you hit the nail right on the head when you say that Donovan Wilson type of preseason
Hmm.
hype that we had. I think the difference that the difference was we didn't have any safeties then.
Right.
So
We was,
seeing Donovan Wilson do anything quality
we,
safety like,
oh yeah, yeah.
oh, we was ready for him to start day one.
Oh, we was thirsty, bro.
So the fact that we actually do have a viable safety room now, like with quality depth, like like I said, it's different. Like, okay, damn, you might okay, we got some.
Right. Right.
But you gotta wait. Like it's like
Exactly.
you know,
It's crazy. It's crazy how one of the weakest points of our team for years became one of the strongest points on our team, like
overnight.
overnight. Crazy how that worked. And we didn't invest a lot of capital in it. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part.
It's still one of the cheapest rooms in
Right.
on the team.
Well,
So
we're McClay specials, baby.
you know it. Um, it was crazy because I knew we was hyped about Marquise Bell as
Oh yeah.
undrafted free agent,
Oh yeah.
and
Hmm.
he came in. He did exactly what we expected him to
Right.
do. He made the roster. He gonna
Hmm.
have a key special team role, and like I said, he may work his way onto the getting an actual role on his defense.
Right.
Is the defense is the least of our worries. Like,
Yeah. I'm excited about the defense. I'm excited to see it in the year two. Everybody playing faster, man.
so are you nervous about the turnover regression that's possibly going to come?
See, I'm not nervous about it because it's a real thing. So I know we're not gonna get as many turnovers. I mean, it just is what it is. It's fact. You know what I'm saying? But as long as we're getting those three and outs, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We don't just disappear from the turnover. We still get our fair share. I know we're gonna, I know we're not gonna get as many, but as long as the defense still getting off the field, I'm not mad at it at all, bro.
I understand. So that's
Yeah.
and I think like you said, it's year two. The players know the system. Like we've added a few more pieces, but the bulk of the defense is still here. So Dan
Right.
Quinn, George Edwards, Joe Witt, all of them can and come to a collective and start adding more things to the
Oh yeah.
defense. They know what worked, they know what doesn't
Right.
work. So I'm definitely intrigued about everybody on the defense. To be quite honest,
Yeah.
even Tristan Hill looked like something
Bro,
in
Tristan Hill
preseason.
was looking good. Big Bo Hannah was out there doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, I'm excited about Osa, bro. Neville. I mean, I want to see it all, bro.
So as you're excited about the defense, how do you really feel about this offense?
Bro, you know how we roll. We always keep it real, keep it 100. I'm nervous. Offensive line, a lot of unknowns, a lot of young players. We probably got one of the weakest wide receiver rooms in the league right now with Gallup out. Just really CD Tolbert, third round pick. He really, I know I got faith in him. I think he's gonna be good for us, but I ain't seen much in the preseason, to give,
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So I feel like it's gonna be CD out there trying to play hero ball, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this offensive line gonna block, protect for Dak? Are they gonna open holes for Zeke and Tony? Is Kellen going to utilize Zeke and Tony? You know what I'm saying? Dalton Schultz going to eat. Dalton Schultz going to have to. He actually going to have to be the number 2 wide receiver, in my opinion, until Gallup get back. Keep it real with you.
I think Dalton Schultz is just seeing all these contracts that these tight
Hmm.
ends are getting, and I think he just can't wait to the season.
Right.
He
Oh yeah.
cannot wait,
He
and
know. He know.
but we seen some things that we seen some positive things from our backup tight end from Jake
Oh
Ferguson,
yeah.
hitting the shot like
But yeah, that's yeah,
they could put some
yeah.
pressure on, and it was fun. I used to hate hearing, "Oh, we about to run a whole bunch of 12 personnel." Like
Right.
I used to dread that. Like,
Like
oh,
here we go.
here we
Old
go.
Linehan. Old Linehan.
But
Old Garrett.
but now when I hear about us trying to implement, running more
Right.
12 personnel, I can actually see
Yep.
some positives, some wrinkles, some new things that we can do. Like I'm like, okay, let's see how this thing can work out.
Right. Our offense is better fitted for the 12 personnel right now. You know what I'm saying, with the wide
Yeah,
receiver situation looking.
until we can get got him coming back, and
Yeah.
he started doing individual drills today.
Yes, sir.
This week. So he's progressing very well,
Right.
and we as fans and the outside looking in, this new technique of ACL surgeries that they did on his ACL. We
Right.
don't really know how players recover from that.
Right.
Like all we know from ACLs is they take their time when once the players come back,
Yep.
they still need time to ramp up. So
Yeah.
I'm it's like we just sitting here, we waiting on Michael Gallup, and for me, it's
Hmm.
like when are we really going? What week are we really going to get the real Michael Gallup?
Exactly. Because it's not gonna be the first couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? He ain't played football since, all off season.
It's just wild for us to put all our eggs in this basket.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, right? But that's what the front office left us.
The
They didn't
front
cover
office,
their trade. Yeah, it makes too much sense to get a veteran wide receiver just to take some pressure off Dak and the offense and CD. But no, 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 no. Gallup be back. Yeah, he might be back technically, but he's not gonna be,
the Michael Gallup
prime.
that we know.
Thank you for at least like a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? He got to give it football shape. He got to get in game. You know what I'm saying? He got to give it the rhythm. For playing football again. Like, come on, man. He's not going to come out there day one, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like, be for real.
But I do think the beauty of I don't know the technical aspect of it, but I do think the beauty of him not being on pup
Hmm.
is now he can be able to get some practices in.
Right.
So, like I said, he was able to practice today, individual drills, be able to get some, more work. So he can actually work his way up until he's actually ready with no
Right.
actual restrictions from being on pup or being on IR.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
that's the beauty of, that. So it's like he's like his in his rehab.
Right.
It's just it's like I'm it's the fact that I don't trust Kellen 100%.
Hmm.
If I had my faith in Kellen, that I knew that he could utilize CD
Right.
like they say they were in training camp, moving them
Right.
around, using
Like Cooper Cup.
multiple,
Like Cooper Cup.
doing more formations. If I actually trusted that he can he can implement that in the actual game plan and
Right.
adjust when teams have start to take it away,
Hmm.
I would have more faith in the semi for Hoku.
Right.
I would have more faith in the Noah Brown, how you would actually utilize him.
Right.
I would have
Exactly.
more faith in Jalen Tolbert. Like I said, I think Jalen Tolbert is going to be okay because all his reps came with that.
Yeah.
Like all his reps came with that. But then when you put him in the preseason game, he playing with a quarterback that
Hmm.
he has chemistry with.
The offensive line can't hold up. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, we about to get to that offensive line right
right.
when I put this charge in for they
It's
lose
true,
it.
but Kellen then showed us who he is. He'll give it to you the first 5 6 weeks of the season. Had you
Hmm.
believing, had you hyped, and for some reason I don't understand it. Like when the league kind of, all right, I got this. He don't like, where's his counterpunch at? You know what I'm saying? Like where his other pass rush move at? You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, think
you
about
can't just
this.
speed rush off the edge every time.
Right. Think about this. Amari Cooper had 13 catches in the first in a week one against Tampa Bay.
Hmm.
Had a hell of a game. The man had what 60 catches the whole year.
Hmm.
13
Like
came in the first game, bro, and it worked. Obviously, why not keep doing that? Outside runs. Oh, they working. Oh, 20 probably getting 6 here, 8 there, 5 here. Nah, let's run Zeke up the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like it's stuff that he does that confuses me. So
yeah,
hopefully he gets that figured out, bro.
but that was the problem I had with it. Okay, now I'm not giving them no more excuses.
Yep, is
It
it?
was
Yeah, that's it.
what year is this for? This is year four.
This is 3. I'm losing track
This
of
is
time.
this is three. No, this is three with Dak.
This is
That's what it
3.
is. Three with
Yeah, this
Dak,
is
but this
3.
is year
Yeah,
four as an OC.
yeah,
Those first couple years, I'm like, okay, you're young. You're a
right.
young offensive coordinator. It's your first time calling plays. You're gonna go through
Hmm.
growing pain. And the first year I blamed Jason Garrett. I'm like, Jason Garrett, you let that man out to die.
Yep. Yep.
Let that man out to die. You didn't help that man when it came down when he needed your help. So
Exactly.
I gave him a pass. Then the next year, Dak gets hurt. So we just throw that year away. You
Yeah.
know, throw that year away. So we go for last year, and the same thing happened again. Like you said, you
Mm-hmm.
started out hot. You started off with your creativity. You started off
Yep.
everything. The next thing you know,
Right.
when teams start to fix, they put the blueprint out on you. You
Uh-huh.
didn't know how to adjust, and then I
You did.
started to look at, okay, where is Mike McCarthy? Where are you helping him out at? Where's the other coaches that helping this young
Right.
coordinator out?
That's what a coaching staff supposed to do. They're supposed to coach. They're supposed to get it. You coach coaches too. You know what I'm saying? You don't never stop learning stuff. Like Mike
And
McCarthy was an OC. You know what I'm saying? Like you see my man in the funk, he can't figure that. Like this is your team. You the head coach, so it's gonna fall back on you. Help that. You know what I'm saying? Help that man out.
AJ asked us a question. Shout out to my guy AJ. If the offense
Dude.
underperforms this season, will Kellen be on the hot seat? I'm going to
Oh
give you
yeah.
the I'm going to give you the real answer. They already on the hot seat.
Mm-hmm.
Kellen on the hot seat. McCarthy's on the hot seat,
Yep.
and they're being set up to fail.
Uh-huh.
They're already
Everything.
being set up to fail.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Yep.
they underperform, I think it is going to just be more icing on the cake. Okay, it's time to blow this up,
Time to blow it up.
or it's time to, it's time to regroup. It's time to do something. I don't think they really want to fully commit to a full rebuild, but this
Yeah.
is, what is this, a retool? That's what we call it.
Yeah. Right. A retooling. Yeah.
Soft
Right.
rebuild, how we want to call it. This is
Right.
what they really doing, because you can tell off the simple fact that your whole game plan on your offensive line was the you automatically got worse.
Automatically. Wide receiver
Well,
room.
not automatic. You purposely. That's the word I want to
There
use.
you
You
go. Purposely.
purposely got worse at receiver. You purposely got worse at offensive line for no odd reason. Your replacement, okay, boom, okay, you did draft. You spent your first round draft pick on the offensive line. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. You spent some draft capital on a backup tackle. Okay, cool. I'm not mad at the game plan.
Right.
I'm not even mad at the game plan of letting Walesko or Josh Ball be your backup tackles and let them to play and develop. I'm not even mad at the game plan. But when the first day of pads come on and Walesko gets injured, and then you see these preseason games and Ball don't get no better,
No better. Get worse.
it's like, what do we expect the offense to do at this point?
Right.
Like if we know that if you're setting up, if you know the offense is going to be bad,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, damn, like, what do we really expect? What is the expectations?
Right.
You know, I like I said, it's a sabotage. You're not we you had all your groceries when you first got it. Now all of a sudden
Mm-hmm.
you make filet mignon with flank steak. Like,
Yeah, right. Like
it don't work like that.
it don't
Like,
work like that, bro. Right. Our front office goes by the wish factor. You know what I'm saying? Well, excuse me, by the hope factor. They just
yeah,
hope everything work out, you know what I'm saying? You know, if this happens, if that happens, if that happens, everything gonna be perfect. They know Tyron Smith gonna miss 3, 4 games every
you
year.
know it.
Like, come on, bro.
But like I said, I wasn't mad at letting Walesko be the backup, work his way in and develop. Because look, we understand that this team believes in the cap.
Right.
Like Stephen Jones will tell you about the cap without you
Yeah,
even
boy.
asking.
Gotta have
So
gotta have gotta have enough pie go around.
so the only way to combat that is you have to develop young talent. You have to develop cheap talent, and the only way that they can develop is by playing.
Right.
So you didn't expect for Tyron to have a season-ending injury.
Yeah,
You
right.
expected Tyron just to miss 3 to 4 games,
Exactly.
and let's go get his reps, and give Tyron on his off days and practice.
Hmm.
Well, let's go get his reps. So you was planning on developing, but like I said, when let's go got injured,
It's time.
and then you seen Josh Ball could not do the job,
Right.
like, and
Our
like I
front
said,
office, they're not proactive, bro.
but
They're reactive.
we got lucky. We
Yeah.
got lucky. Jason
Yeah.
Peters was still available, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the Jason Peters
Yeah.
acquisition.
I know people like Eagles fan like the joke. Oh, he washed up. Da 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 da. Fact
That's
is,
Eagles fans. I don't
right,
I don't want to listen to them because, like I
right.
said, I went straight to how did he look in
Right.
Chicago?
Yeah, last year, and he looked good. He played 15 games. He gave up 6 sacks. He had like what 3 penalties for a 39-year-old man. He looked solid. He was borderline Pro Bowler. Like man, I mean, that's all. That's all we asking for. We ain't asking for no All Pro. We just somebody
You
that
know,
keep Dak off his back, keep him upright, and give us offense. Can stay on schedule, bro. That's it's a
and
blessing. It's a blessing. He was still on the street. He lived like what 40 minutes from
yeah.
the
So
complex.
and the funny thing about it was listen to his interview he gave before we signed him. You know how he was talking about how he just wanted to go to a good situation. He
Right.
willing to teach. He willing to willing to give all his knowledge to a younger young up and coming tackle.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded like music to my ears before we
Oh
got him.
yeah.
And then when we
Right.
actually got him, and he says, "Hey, I ain't got the I ain't forcing the start or nothing. I ain't forcing y'all to play me at a certain position. I'm here to
Yeah.
be a team player." And it's like, okay, cool. That's an optimistic viewpoint because okay, what if Tyler Smith is good at left tackle?
Right. 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 Like, what if he surprised us and like, oh, damn, he a stud. Like, he gonna be all right. Like,
I,
right. Then what do we do?
then what's here's the question though. What if Connor McGovern is good at left guard this year?
Oh, then hey, then that
Then we got a solid backup, right?
then we got a solid backup. You know what I'm saying? So he can swing. We good. We got our swing. So we good then.
I think the fact, like I said, it does raise the floor of this offensive line because, like
Right.
I said, if somebody's bad, we do know that we can go to a Jason Peters to solidify and to get this thing back in order.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
that
I know
definitely
it's
helps.
gonna take a week or two for him to get back in the swing of things. But my position on it is, if you want to get your best five out there, I know so week one we'll see what McGovern look like and Tyler Smith look like. So and if they ball and they hold their own, do their thing, then all right. But they struggling out there. You can't tell
Oh,
me Jason Peters ain't one of your best five.
all right, call me crazy, but I think Connor McGovern is going to be all right this year
This is time, man. Like he don't get no more shots after this.
because let's break down how last year went. How many starter reps did he get last year in training camp?
Yeah, not many. Yep, the kind of Williams.
It was
that
all
was his thing. Right.
it was all Connor Williams. He was running with the
Hmm.
backup, so he never
Right.
really had starter reps.
Right. Right.
This year he had starting reps.
Hmm.
He's been with the starters. He pretty much he is a starter.
Right. He's a starter. Yep. Definitely.
So
Especially this one. He's a starter.
think about it, he was playing he was playing the right side last year as a
Right.
backup, and the left side he was doing a whole bunch of other things. But this
Hmm.
year he was
Playing
actually
fullback.
yeah, he was doing everything else. But now
Right.
this year he was actually practicing with the first team as a starter.
Right.
So I do believe, and this is last year. This is
Hmm.
me being now,
Contract year. Contract year.
this is the optimistic of me speaking in because what I'm trying to get. I'm
Right.
top pick baby. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right. Showed up.
So I'm hoping that he played well enough that somebody can just pay him and
Right.
that's why I'm really thinking that he's really going to ball out this year. I mean, not
Right.
ball out, but play well
He'll play
enough.
decent. Right. Play well enough. Play decent. That's all we need for real. Bro. He ain't got to be an all pro, but I mean, he
Just
need to
don't get
keep
nobody killed, bro.
right. Keep Dak upright, bro. That's all we asked for. We we haven't talked about this cat a lot. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about this cat. He might be the biggest factor on the line. Tyler Biadasz, bro. That's what we need to be talking about. We need to be worried like he needs to get that base strong, bro. He can't be in that lap. Can't be getting blown off the ball, bro. Like, cause that was the issue a lot of times last year. The pressure
Hmm.
right up the middle. Like, I haven't heard nobody even talk about it. The media, nobody. Like Tyler Biadasz, what we should be talking about him too when we're talking about Tyler Smith and Connor Williams. Biadasz need to be in there too. He got a lot to prove as well to me.
But I think the Tyler Biadasz problem was the Connor Williams problem.
Think so? Trying to
Con-
compensate.
yeah, because Connor Williams, we know he not strong. He wasn't strong enough. Everybody knew
Right.
that they just bull rush him,
Yep.
and
Every
either
time
he gonna get beat or he gonna hold you.
they're gonna hold you.
So for somebody. And Tyler Biadasz is really he not the strongest center
Nah.
either.
Mm-mm.
And I'm not
Mm-mm.
vouching for him to say he's the best in the world. But once again, last season was really his first season
Right.
because when his rookie
Full
year,
season. Yeah.
his
Full
rookie
season.
year, he didn't play the full season his rookie
Right.
year. He ended up getting
Mm-hmm.
hurt. He didn't start, and he ended up getting hurt in the middle of the season.
Right.
So his rookie year was was a watch. So
Right.
last year was pretty much his first year
Mm-hmm.
really starting in a full year, and he was average. And,
Right.
keep it on. He was average, but we seen what Connor Williams was. It was
Yeah.
one of Connor Williams' worst years that we
Right.
had,
Yeah.
and
So
that's what
he
you
won't.
had, and that's what
Yeah.
you
He
had
won't get
beside
no help.
you.
He won't get no help on that side at all. Yep.
That's why we was really more confident from what we seen from Tyler Smith playing that guard. We were like, okay, we know you ain't getting pushed back the way
Yeah.
Connor Williams was,
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I was
and
getting kind of hyped with Tyler Smith at guard. He was looking good, bro.
he was looking real good. But we do know that Connor McGovern is stronger.
Right. That's true. That's true.
So hopefully that the continuity and the chemistry can get in place, and maybe we will see a better. Be honest, like we
Right.
said, he's definitely a question mark. I'm not
Exactly.
vouching for it. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. That was the best I could give him. That
Right.
that I just gave him. You know,
Right. It's
was
crazy to think that from center all the way left is a question mark. And shit. And Terrence still ain't no got that 100% either, bro.
you,
That's why
you,
it's making nervous, bro.
and they did this on purpose.
On purpose, man.
Like they did this on purpose. Let's
On
let's let's
purpose.
let's. Do you believe that your front office has too much faith in their players and leaves the coaching staff with underwhelming players? Mm.
They to me they on this new youth movement kick and salary to mix with the salary cap. So
Hold on,
to me,
because
I
this is a two
yeah.
part. This is a two part. Hold on, because
Oh, okay.
he
Oh,
did say, or do you believe there is talent and the coaching staff isn't developing young players?
I
Yeah, he
wouldn't
said
say
we
the
have to
coaching
pick
staff
one.
isn't developing. I like to say because like I said, Terrence Steele is a good example of that. He came in 3 years ago, undrafted rookie. I mean, forced to start was terrible.
Yeah,
Last year, he beat out Leo Collins for the starting spot. Now he's got Collins booted off the squad in Cincy. Now he's cemented as the right tackle.
you know what's crazy? How I'm gonna answer. I'm going to answer, and it's going to be I'm picking the first one just because he told me we had to pick one. It's not the fact that the offensive coaching staff can't develop players. They're done a disservice because the way that the defensive coaching staff have developed their players
In one season.
in 1 year. It's
In
like
one
the
season.
fact that Dan Quinn came in and Joe Witt came in, George Edwards, how they came in, how they
Right.
developed the players on the defense. Look how we
Right.
got like J. Ron Curse.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Wasn't even
Osa,
starting in Minnesota. Wasn't even starting.
he damn it was out the league. You feel what I'm
Almost like
saying?
right. Right.
Look at the development of Trayvon Diggs from year one to year two.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Brown had one of his
Right.
best seasons.
Right. Is that he did? He did.
And we see this, and I know they're older players, but like I did mention Osa, we seen the best Dorrance Armstrong we've seen since
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and once
So,
again, and I do they're not rookies, they wasn't really young
right.
players, they were kind of established players
Yeah.
in the league, but it's the fact that you can see that coaching staff done a better job. Now we can go when we look at the offensive coaching staff, we can see a turn still.
Right. Right.
We see him go through his lumps, we see him go through his woes, but then we seen
Yeah.
him come back the next year, and
Mm-hmm.
that may be their developmental style for that
Dalton Schultz. Yep.
that play. Dalton Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
See how he came in from his his 2 years. Like I say, when he didn't
First
even
2 years.
play.
His first 2 years, I was like, bro, that's a wash of a pick. Like
It's like okay, it's like a slow,
it was slow. It's
it's more
methodical,
slow,
man.
methodical pace
Yeah.
when it
Yeah.
comes to the developing, and
Right.
we don't have that luxury of of patience.
Right.
I'll say that because everybody, the national media, is gonna always try to
Mm-hmm.
consider us contenders, and everybody's waiting. Everybody hate if you're not a Cowboy fan, you hate us. So it's like you're not really given that luxury to actually develop
Right.
and build. And same thing for like let's say for Tyler Smith, we're excited for him because we seen
Right.
how his development from from college tape to preseason. We seen the
Hmm.
development right then and there. But we know we're gonna go through his rookie woes,
Right.
and I
But
think
it's
we're ready to accept that. But when it comes to it's just like I said, I think I answered it perfectly. Like I said, the defense of staff have done the offensive staff a
mhm.
disservice on how they taught players and how they teach the players and the
I like that.
development.
I like where you're coming from there. I never really thought about it like that. Yeah. But
You know,
to AJ point as well too though, we had a heavy defensive draft last year, like 11 out of 13 picks went to the D. Free agency. We had a lot of defensive play. Like Quinn is, I think it depends on the coach. If you stand up for what you believe and a player you want, and you got your chest out and you getting results, I think the front office will bend over a little backwards to get you players. I don't
yeah,
think Kellen Moore like he quiet as a church mouse in the meeting. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I don't think you know what I'm saying. So I think the front office will get you players and do what they need to do to get so you can see. But if you are successful on the field and you standing up for yourself and fighting for your players, like the defensive side of the ball, they got draft picks, they got free agency. We getting rid of players on offense. That made me wonder: is anybody on the
yeah.
offensive side of the ball coaching saying anything? Like, I want this
Mhm.
cat, bring him in here. I want that offensive lineman. I want that wide receiver. Questions that need to be answered. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
yeah. Now that's definitely see another way to that's definitely a hell of a way to look at that one. Um, we gonna see, but we gonna definitely see about the offensive coaching staff and how they develop because
Right.
of this player right here.
Oh yeah.
How you
Definitely.
think,
Definitely.
how you think they're going? Are they actually going to use it? Because they're doing a lot of talking,
Yeah.
and they doing a lot of talking that
Hmm.
we've heard a lot of talk before when it come to
Right.
other players.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. We used to that talk. Well,
Yeah.
we need that action. We about that action, boss.
The thing about Turpin though, I don't think they got a choice.
They have
I,
no choice.
I
They have
think they
no
gotta
choice.
use they gotta utilize them.
Got to. We're not deep enough at wide receiver to not use him. Like I said, he got to do more than just return kicks. I thought they're gonna be. He gonna be. I think he's gonna be a lucky whitehead times five. Jet sweeps, reverses. But he put him in a slot. You know what I'm saying? Just get the ball in his hands, get the balls. I think he should get at least outside of kick returns. At least give him 5 touches again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we know the jet sweep is a staple
Yeah.
in Kellen offense. So
Skelly Moore gonna run that. Put him on
hey
some bubble.
man,
Put him on a screen, man. He
hey man,
tiny. Let him get behind some blockers and get loose.
it's just crazy that his two returns in the preseason game have made him seem like, and that's the Cowboy effect. Because now
Yeah.
all of a sudden I'm scared to see if his team's gonna really punt to him now.
Right. Right. Like, are they gonna punt to him? Like, that's crazy. And he got
You
that
know,
number 9 on. You know what I'm saying? He a Cowboy legend already.
already
Yeah.
they wild for that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie. We got another couple before we move on. With Quinn seemingly having pulled within the war room for the draft picks and also free agency, do you foresee Quinn being in the weeds as your next coach?
Bro, I don't
Um,
think I don't think he in the weeds. I think he on the front door, brother. I
yeah, I mean, because it's
think he on the
pressure.
front door.
But you
Mm-hmm.
got to think about how he came in. They gave him groceries. They gave him the groceries because, like I said,
Uh-huh.
we had the worst the first defense
Right.
ever before he came in. So
Ever.
we had to regroup. We had to do something on this defense. And like I said, for that turnaround that he did,
Right.
definitely you got some credibility, some cachet in that room.
Right.
Um,
He's a Super Bowl head. He ain't winning. We know say he been to the Super Bowl, coaching the Super Bowl, conference
he
championship. You know what I'm saying? He draft good players. He done turn defense around. I mean, he gotta be in the conversation if
he
if it don't work out right.
he know, but the pressure is on him too as well because
Yeah.
if this offense is, let's just say this offense is ass, right?
Right.
I
Right.
mean, the defense is going to be on the field
Oh yeah.
way too much longer, and that defense is not going to look the same.
They gonna have
So
to carry the team. Yeah.
he's not going to look the same
Right.
when it come to coaching. I mean, but I feel because I don't believe in the Sean Payton rumors at all. So we do know that Dan Quinn is the next candidate
Right.
if everything goes wrong.
I think he's the number one candidate. Keep it real with you, bro. He's already on. He's already here. You know what I'm saying? It's easier when you're already in the building.
And the thing is the front office can still continue doing the things that they do.
Right. Exactly.
It definition of
Exactly.
example of insanity.
Just like us.
Yeah.
for rooting for the Cowboys every year. Rooting for this
Turpin,
team every year.
Turpin should be used as the poor man's Debo, a gadget player. He should have reps in the backfield with Pollard. He definitely gonna be a gadget
Oh yeah.
player.
Uh-huh.
I just think I know what you mean by you saying poor man's Debo.
Yeah.
But I'm taller than Turpin.
Right.
He a
Yeah.
little smaller. His weight.
I think Pollard's your poor man Debo, but Turbin definitely with the gadget plays and stuff like that for sure.
Like I said, the jet sweep is a staple in Kellen Moore's offense.
Hmm.
He couldn't wait to get Turpin to use him.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, bubble screens, touch
Screen.
passes,
But
like
right.
it's ways to get him involved.
Yeah.
And like I said, he been getting more involved with the offense, playing out the slot. So he
Out of
could be,
necessity.
you know, his over routes, some drag routes
Oh yeah.
could be a problem if you get the time to run them
If you
routes,
get the
get the
time.
space.
It all goes back to the offensive line, bro. If you
Yeah,
get the time.
we go. Let me get back to the. I know we kept alluding to it. You kept alluding to it. Let's get
Oh
to
yeah.
it, man.
Let's get to it. Every year. Oh, Pollard gonna get his touches. We gonna get Zeke and Pollard together. We gonna do this. Every year. Zeke 100 more touches than Tony Pollard. 200 more touches than Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard 5, 6 yards of carry. Zeke 3, 4 yards of carry. But hey, what do we know, bro? We just fans. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm in the minority with the Joneses here. I still feel that Zeke is capable, legitimate running back. But I do understand that Tony Pollard needs to be more involved with the offense.
He
And I
got to
say,
be
and
more involved.
that's why when I say it, I'm not saying it as a slight to Zeke, as when
Right,
I want
right,
Tony Pollard to be more involved. When
right.
others say it, it's
That's a
definitely
slight.
more definitely on the disrespectful tone
Yeah,
of
yeah,
he's better than Zeke and he's better. And
right.
that's when I start toning this stuff out because
Yeah.
that doesn't have to be there. And I always
Hmm.
think back, look at Green Bay. Green Bay paid Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones is a paid running back.
Hmm.
He may be a top five paid running back. He's
Right.
a highly paid running back. They paid a running back. They still use AJ Dillon
Yes,
heavily.
sir.
It's a
Heavily.
two back system. It's a two back system. What is the problem that I don't hear nobody in Green Bay? Not mind you, I don't listen to their media. I don't know how they
Right.
fans think,
We not
but
out there in Wisconsin.
I'm
Right.
not hearing anybody disrespect. Aaron Jones and say, "Oh, he ain't this and he ain't that." Them
Right.
boys is eating.
Right.
AJ Dillon gets his touches. Aaron Jones gets his touches. And the running game is efficient as hell.
Right.
Why can't we do that
That's
without
exactly what we need.
disrespecting? Like I say, why can't we get Tony Pollard more involved? Because I
Uh
do
huh.
want him more involved in
Yeah.
the passing game, in the running game, because he's improved as a runner between the
Yeah.
tackles. So
Hmm.
I'm with giving him more involved. But why do we have to disrespect Zeke in this manner? Why can't we have both?
It's Dallas, bro. That's why they gotta have some headlines. They gotta have something to keep their show running. I like to just ask somebody like on the street that's bashing Zeke. Like, what you think Zeke stats was last year? Probably he probably had about 5 touchdowns, 500 yards. The man
Mhm.
was 1,000 yard rusher, and we had like 14 touchdowns,
And we know
bruh.
he was
That's
injured.
crazy
And we knew he was injured.
and hurt.
And that was the part that kind of pissed me off last year. I'm like, okay, we know this man is injured. Why
Right.
aren't we giving Tony Pollard the ball more?
Exactly.
You
That
know,
was that's stupidity on the stat. That's just stupidity
that's
right there.
stupidity, that's negligence, that's a
Right.
whole bunch of other words that need to be said. And that's what
Um,
I can get it. I can get on board with getting Tony Pollard more involved. I can
right.
get on that. But it's like at some point we don't have to disrespect Zeke in that manner.
Hmm.
We can do both. Like I said, we can do both. We can think
Yeah.
back. I don't know if my guy Sean is still in. When Kamara was into the league,
Right.
right? He didn't start off as Alvin
Mm-mm.
Kamara that we know today, but
Right.
he was heavily utilized in that offense, and they still ran Mark Ingram,
Him and
still
Ingram
ran.
was a beautiful tandem in their prime, boy.
Like, come on, man.
You
Like,
couldn't beat it. You couldn't
we
beat
don't
it.
we don't have to, like I say, we don't have to all for me in my aspect, my
Hmm.
point of view is you don't have to disrespect Zeke to get Tony
Right.
Pollard
To
more
get Tony
involved.
Pollard the ball. I'm with you 100% on that.
That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
They act like Zeke Wash, like, bro, he with a hurt knee, he ran for over 1,000 and had 14, 15 touchdowns, bro.
And
Like,
we see
you wouldn't even think that the way they talk about him.
and but the fact that this is the most carries that Tony Pollard ever got, he got injured last year as well. People don't
Right.
want to talk. Well, they don't want to mention that part though. When it comes to Tony Pollard, we get your
Hmm.
ass up way more carries than you accustomed to, and you got
Right.
injured. I'm not saying he's injury prone. I'm not trying to throw any salt
Right.
on Tony Pollard. I'm just stating a fact that nobody wants to state. But like I said,
Yep.
when you listen to anybody other than the Cowboys media, like I said, it's always bad Zeke. It's always this.
Hmm.
Listen to other you hear outsiders. Oh, Tony Pollard better than Zeke, and I don't even engage in that conversation. I'm like,
Right.
you're not even watching Cowboys enough to even
To
know that
even know that.
you're just repeating you just regurgitating something that you heard.
Exactly.
It's, that's
It's some
frustrating part for me. That's just me.
yeah. It's the clickbait in the headlines, man.
Zeke workload has been extremely high his entire career, putting tons of miles on your F-150, and you know his miles ain't as good as it used to be. Drive your Honda sometimes. You get more bang for your buck when it's time to do heavy lifting playoff time. It makes so much sense the
Yeah.
analogy that is used.
No, it does. That's right on the money, bro. Right on the money.
And
They
like you
definitely
said,
they'll be up them touches.
and like you said earlier, you say, boom, we hitting outside zones with
Uh
Tony
huh.
Pollard, but then next thing you know, that's working.
That's working.
And then you want to go right at the middle with Zeke and just get no gain or negative y'all and make it
Never,
seem,
right.
but look, and make it seem like this is Zeke's fault
Exactly.
when your ass should have just called the better play.
Come on, man. Like if you see it not working, like well, we at home calling plays and saying, you know what I'm saying?
You
What do you
know,
think the other team, what the other NFL defensive coordinator doing? If we seeing stuff, you're like, come on, bro. It makes no sense to me.
something they get paid to do.
Something
Something
they
they
get
get
paid to
paid
do.
to do. But I do, but hope, but let's get it. But do you believe? Because they doing a lot of talking of getting Tony Pollard more involved this year. Do you believe?
I believe it this year on just because we're so weak at wide receiver right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I believe. We have one legit weapon. We hoping Tober becomes a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Then we got a couple, gadget players, maybe Simi, but we don't know. It's unknown. So I think Tony gonna have to get up in the passing game more. So I think they're gonna get the ball in his hands more. So that's the only reason why I believe it because it's out of necessity, not
Mm-hmm.
because they created enough to do it. It's just because they need to do it.
So he's part of my comp pick, Poppy.
Right.
Uh,
You know we ain't paying them. So yeah,
so I don't care what he do this year. We not paying him. We not
we're
bringing
not
him
paying
back.
them. Right.
So I'm hoping that they use him a lot.
So
They
go ahead and eat.
expose him,
Let them eat.
so another team can come in there and pay him. We can get another
Hmm.
get a comp pick for him.
Right.
So I
Come
do
pick
believe
copy.
I do believe that they actually are going to use. I don't know how they're going to use them,
Right.
but I think, like I said, out of necessity, they're going to have to use them. So I do
Hmm.
believe that they're going to use. It. I think. Let me tell you my comp pick poppies. It's Tony Pollard,
Hmm.
Anthony Brown,
I can see that.
LVE.
Yeah, definitely LV. Yeah.
Those my top three, and
Right.
I'm hoping for Connor McGovern.
Bro, Schultz. No, Schultz gonna be a free agent. So yeah, he can't be a comp. Yeah, you're right.
No, yeah, you can.
No. Yeah. So Schultz should be number one. Schultz gonna be number one.
Yeah,
Cause
they gonna pay.
Sch-
Yeah, they gonna
Schultz
pay that
gonna think about it. Dog Knox hadn't even had a year as good as Schultz had last year.
man. Yeah,
Schultz gonna have a better year this year because, like I said, out of necessity. So he might get a third round comp, if he do what he supposed to do.
I wouldn't be mad if they franchise him again.
But I think Ferguson gonna step up
There
and
could
hit
we,
the shot.
yeah, we see something. But I'm just saying, I would not be mad
I got to see
if
that number, bro.
the
The
number
number,
not going up is not going up, but so much. It's a tight end.
right? What was it?
So
10,000 this year? I mean, 10 million, 10
I think
million,
it's gonna be 13. I think it's gonna be
or
13 next
13
year.
million.
So think about it. So
Yeah,
think about it. If he get franchised twice, that means 2 years. That basically he had a 2 year, $23 million guaranteed deal,
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can
right?
see that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you're right. I can
Okay.
definitely see that. Yeah,
Dawson Notes got a 4 year. Dawson not
31.
Dawson not 31 guaranteed,
Right.
51 for 44 years.
Right.
Come
Yeah, I
on
know.
now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can see that.
And essentially, and I understand why Schultz didn't do it, why he didn't take a team friendly deal.
Hmm.
But when you base out the numbers, like I said, when you base out the numbers of us franchising him twice, he might have did himself a better favor if he took a team friendly deal because they could have
Hmm.
finagled the numbers and
Right.
he'd been staying in the situation that
Right. Right.
he
Right.
was in. So I don't know how the years that he was asking for. I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure the money that he was asking for was closer to David and Joku, obviously,
Yeah.
because like I said, he's better than him.
Right.
But
Probably
uh,
was. Yeah, it had to be at least in Joker. He done way more than Joker
but
done.
but the numbers are in our favor if we do franchise him again. The only thing about it is, like I said, we can't play with the numbers. We can't fix it.
Right.
It's gonna
It
be
is. It is what
hit.
it is. Right. Yep.
Cap hit is gonna be his cap hit, and Cap
Yeah.
Boy ain't trying to deal with that at all.
You gotta have that pie. You gotta have no pie go around.
Oh, see, tight end market isn't crazy. Could be a good control of him move on after. The thing about
Mm-hmm.
it is we got too many players that we got to pay coming up soon. Like CD coming up soon, Trayvon coming up soon. They
Hmm.
already talking about paying Micah. We already
Already.
already that's
Already.
coming up soon.
Hey, bro, we gotta pay that again, bro.
We're gonna have to pay Dak again.
For
You
real.
know, uh,
Hmm.
Gallimore could come up.
Right.
Players is gonna come up. So when it come to they're gonna if they're proactive and get these deals done, of course they can finagle the numbers and make it work.
Right.
But you know, I can see them moving on from a Schultz,
Hmm.
but that's just like I said for the financial reason. But I can
Yeah.
also, I'm just saying, I would not be mad at all if he has a great year, as we're
Yeah.
projecting statistically. I would not be mad again if they franchise. That's all. I'm just
Yeah. No,
speaking it.
I'd be with that. Yeah. I ain't never thought about franchising them again, but yeah, I'd be with that.
All right, man. Let's get to these Bucks.
It's that time.
It's that time. So how you feel about this? I remember last year when we played the Bucks. I was scared as hell.
Oh yeah, I was like, bro, we ain't know what to expect.
Yeah, we ain't like I say Dak wasn't playing it. I mean, he was hurt
Right.
on
That
his
first
shoulder.
game back,
First
like,
game back from the ankle. Like I was kind of nervous. I'm like, please just don't get blown out on national TV.
right. I got
And
enough jokes. I don't need no more jokes.
that's when we had that moral, more victory.
Right. the if our kicker could just make a kick, we'd be all right, bro.
You know, but this year I'm not as nervous as I was last year because I think
Mm,
the team is similar. We're in a similar situation.
right. Right. I think we're better on defense coming around. Micah is a totally different beat animal.
Hmm.
That was his first game ever. Now he's coming going to be one of the best defensive players in the league. But I think we got worse on offense. That's my thing.
Got worse
Like,
on offense, going to
right,
get one of their strengths on the defense. Like
right.
their
That's
front
my
seven
thing.
is their front seven is
Yeah,
definitely upper echelon in the
yeah.
league. And we, like I said, we went over there with a worse
Hmm.
offensive line. But I do remember, like I said, we didn't have Zach Martin that game.
Right. That's true. Yep. We didn't have Zach Martin that game. We
We
had a
had Lyle though. We had
yeah,
Lyle
yeah.
because Lyle got suspended after the game.
Hmm. That's right. Yeah, he did play the first game. Yep.
We had Connor Williams getting
Yeah.
holding calls. We had Tyron. Like I said, the offensive line is definitely worse on purpose. The playmakers, the wide receivers are worse on purpose. Their secondary
Mhm.
is still, the corners can be still be had. I'm still not sold on that corner, so
Oh yeah.
not worried about it. But we got to have time to get it there.
That's the thing. We gotta have time to get it there. They got good safety play, you know what I'm saying? But we it's gonna be one up front. Like their offensive line is in shambles right now too. So if we lighten up Brady, we putting that pressure on him, we knocking them around. I mean, it might be shit. It might be a defensive battle this year for real.
It might be a defensive game because, like I said, I don't think their offensive line is going to be able to hold up against our
That's the
front
only
seven
thing, right? Right.
as well.
It might be
Like I
our
said,
saving grace.
we can attack them in a multitude of ways. Same thing for
Hmm.
they can attack us multitude of ways as well. But
Right.
our corners are better. Like I said,
Hmm.
our secondary is better. I think we can be able to cover their wide receivers a whole
Right.
lot better. even though our wide receivers are less than theirs, I believe
Exactly.
that I believe that we can cover theirs
Right.
better than because, like I said, last game the people that killed us ain't here. Like
Antonio Brown, 8, Anthony
AAB is
Brown.
food,
That's
food.
why we lost. That's really why we lost.
We
Anthony
couldn't stop
Brown
Grunt. We couldn't
could not
stop
stop
Grunt last
Antonio.
year either.
Yep, and Gronk got us.
They
But
ain't here.
Antonio killed us though that game for sure.
Yeah, he was looking like the vintage
Right,
AB on that one.
right. And I
So,
kick and the kicker. Special team. We ain't talk about special team. Like like, are
I'm
we
nervous as hell.
are we going for it? Are we kicking field goal? Like, what we doing, bro? Like, the kicking situation is not steady, man. I'm nervous about the kicking situation for real.
Yeah.
It's gonna lose us some games, man. I'm just keeping
And
it real.
that's the position they put it. But you know what's crazy is
And they did
they
that too.
they tried though. But at least they
Yeah,
did bring in. They brought in a kicker. He was just trash.
yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately, I mean,
Unfortunately,
sometimes you can't. You just that's just bad luck. Like
yeah. You ain't gonna get them all. You ain't gonna get them
yeah.
all.
But like you said, you did everything we asked you to do. We asked you to go get a kicker. You went and got a kicker, a young kicker. Supposedly had a boot. Cool.
Right,
Got him in camp. His ass couldn't kick. You got him up out of camp. So
bro. Could
you
not
know
kick. How you a kicker that can't kick? Like,
how you
what
couldn't
do you
kick
do that
extra
at?
point. You couldn't when you couldn't kick extra points. See, they kept
Like,
him. They kept him there a day or too long for me.
yeah,
But you know they got
had
him
me
up out of
nervous.
there. Is all I'm saying. You bring in Maher. You
Money
know,
Maher's back, baby.
hey, he had a decent game last year. So I mean, not that
Preseason, yeah,
yeah, preseason. Nah, no, bro. I mean, he had a decent season last year for the
yeah.
Saints.
He with the Saints, yeah.
So you know,
I mean, like I said, I mean that's the position we in.
we're gonna just roll with. We just like I say, we just gonna roll with it.
Yeah,
Um, the only thing that keeps me nervous is, like I said, it's still Tom Brady. Like I said,
right.
I'm done. I'm done betting against Tom until it's time to
Hmm.
stop.
You can't do it.
So
Like, I mean, you can't. You just can't. I mean, he's proved himself 20 plus years. Like, there's no sense to bet against him.
that's the only thing. Like I said, we know the offensive line is this. We know this is that. We know our defense can attack them. It's
Right.
like we get it, we get it, but it's Tom. Like
Yeah.
I do think that it's going to be a roller coaster type season for them.
Right.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Because like I
I'm
said,
I'm still a little nervous. I'm probably gonna be nervous the entire game,
right.
especially how the flow of the game go.
Hmm. Like, it's like, man, it's all about protecting that quarterback. Like, whoever offensive line plays the best gonna win the game. I mean, that's what it's gonna come down to, bro. Both good defenses, good quarterbacks, good. You know what I'm saying? Skill position wise, they got us, but that's what it'll come down to.
With the injuries to the Bucs offensive line, would you better serve using Micah as a full time pass rusher this game or off ball since Brady gets the ball out so fast?
Yeah, I
I'm
think you
all
got to.
for. Go ahead. You
You know,
go
you
ahead.
got. I think you got to mix it up. Like I said, Brady gets the ball out fast, so you got to. You know what I'm saying? Act, fake rush, drop back in the coverage, come, stay. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to. You can't show Brady one look. I think you got to use Mike as that chess piece. You just got to move him all the way around because he's just so good at everything. I don't want him just stuck in one spot and Brady know where he coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Brady get that ball out way too quick.
But the struggles at the offensive line is in the
Hmm.
interior. They still got their tackles.
Right. That's what I'm
And
saying. Yeah.
that's one of their strengths. And
Hmm.
like I said, I'm not saying their tackles is just that damn good that Micah can't
That
beat them.
right.
It's
Oh yeah,
just
he gonna
that
beat him.
I'm
Yeah, he
gonna
gonna.
always my answer about Mike is gonna always be chess piece.
Hmm.
Gonna always be chess. I'd rather use him as a chess piece than make him a full time whatever. Like I said, I'd rather him and Anthony Barr or whoever do double
Right.
A gap blitzes
Oh
this
yeah.
game against that offensive line.
Yeah.
I'd rather him stunting
Hmm.
coming on the inside this time. I need him in Brady's face
Right.
the entire time.
Right. Drop
Um,
D Law, drop D Law the three tech on third down. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Stuff
like
like him.
him, like put him on. I think putting him on the edge would just be a disservice because, like all
Yeah.
right, boom, we could roll the protection over there,
Right. Throw
boom,
the ball
out
the other
there,
way.
boom, and then we
Well,
just throw it quick. So it's
yep.
like just moving him, using him as a chess piece because last year he was just an off-ball linebacker that game.
Right. And he didn't like. And he literally didn't know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He knew his
Yeah,
assignments, but he never. This is his first NFL game. He didn't know what to expect. So he's like,
so he was
probably
just out
was
there just running.
right. Probably was a all starstruck too. That's Tom Brady. Your first. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now he's ready to eat.
So now gotta let the line eat.
Let the line loose, baby.
So let's get to the score prediction though.
All right, all right.
You set the tone for the season. You set the tone, D
Almost set.
White.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm doing this. I think the home field advantage coming in. If we were, since we
Okay.
playing at home, I'm going 2017 boys Sunday night. And if we was in Tampa Bay, I probably would pick Tampa Bay. You know, what I'm saying just I think it's gonna be a home field advantage thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going 2017 boys. Keep the season off right. You hear me?
Season off right. Oh
Yeah.
man. Think we gonna find a way. I think it's not gonna be like last year. Last year was kind of like a shootout.
Right.
Like I said, definitely gonna be a lower scoring game. But
Mm-hmm.
I just think that we're gonna find a way to lose it like last year.
Bro, wouldn't surprise me one bit,
So
bro. That's
that
the
so
cowboy. That's the cowboy way.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with 23-20 Bucks.
Field goal at the last second to win it.
Yep, the hurt us. This is
Mm-hmm.
just to hurt us.
Yep,
You
just
know,
to hurt
just to
us.
hurt us.
Yeah, we
Just to
used to
hurt.
that. We used to that
Yeah,
pain.
used to that. But like I said, it'll be like I said, we have to actually see the game,
Right.
break it down to see how we
See
really
the flow.
feel
Right.
about it. But I'm nervous. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be an
Mm-hmm.
ugly game. Like
I
I
think
said,
so too.
I think it's gonna be an ugly game, and I think they're just gonna find a way just to just make that one play
Mm-hmm.
more than what
Right.
than we are. It's
Right.
going like I said, our heart gonna get broken week
Mm-hmm.
one. But I hope I don't really want to keep doing that. Keep saying
Right.
this. Oh yeah.
Right. It's the thing. Like it's the thing that we so accustomed to. That's just what's gonna happen. Like
We said this is the 49ers loss, bro. We ain't sold till y'all show something in the
you
playoffs.
got it, man. I don't care. I don't care if you make the playoffs, bro. If you ain't in the NFC Championship, I don't want to hear nothing about it, bro. I don't care
No,
about no wild card on the division round.
it's
Win in the
funny.
division round. Come on.
It's it's funny. I called the last week on 3 Man Weave. I called the Chargers, the West Coast Cowboys,
Mm-hmm.
and I said on the Chargers. I said, listen, I ain't believing in nothing on the Chargers until they
Right.
show me something in the playoffs. I
Got to
do
see it.
not care,
Got to see it.
and I was subliminally talking about my team. I do
Right.
not care what the Cowboys do. I don't care what the record is mid-season. I don't
And
care how hype people start to get in
right.
the middle of the season. I do not
Mm-hmm.
care
Right.
until they show us something in the playoffs.
Thank
I
you.
am not getting hyped. So
Thank
I
you.
like I said, I don't care. So
Right.
people can try to bait me into saying something
Mm-hmm.
all you want in the Facebook groups and on Instagram, all you want.
Right.
I get it. I get it. I get it. But I don't care. Until they show us something in the playoffs, I'm
Don't
not
care.
hyped, bro.
I
I'm
don't
not.
care. We go 17-0. As a Cowboy fan, we know we'll lose in the
Yeah,
first round. We'll
we'll be
find
the
a way to
team
lose
to
in the
do
first
it.
round.
We'll be the
And we'll
team
be
to
the team
do
to
it.
do it. Like, so show me something.
That's a fact. So this is episode 8, Dallas Duo.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, good one.
We'll be here throughout the season, breaking down the previous game,
Yes,
previewing
sir.
the next game.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep giving y'all this Cowboys content.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Gonna be a fun ride. We're gonna see. We're gonna we're gonna have some ups and some downs. Let's hope there's more ups though. Let's get it.
AJ, I see you. That's why we leaving.
Yeah, Presidente, we got y'all next week, baby.
You see me tuning in for that one.
Right.
All right, y'all. I'm D Hill. That's D White. And we out.
All right. Peace, y'all.